Hello, and Merry Christmas. Time for some Dwarf Fortress. With this particular fortress, I decided to do the custom parameters when making a custom world. The reason for that is I kind of want to see how it'll work out. Basically, the way it works is when you go to generate your world, you get a choice to go into the advanced options, and I'm gonna put in a seed where the seed, you get 4 different seed categories, and so I'm just doing like Perfect Death was here as my seed. And hello, Spoon. And there's a couple of things that I picked out with this in particular, because there's a bunch of these different stats, but the ones that I mostly focused on was the temperature range. In the default, your maximum temperature is like 75 degrees Celsius, and then this gets modified. So if it's in a desert, you're going to have like 200 degrees Celsius in the desert, and that's just atrocious. So by putting that to 45, then that means you're basically like Sahara temperatures. And then minimum is like in your coldest area, what's the highest temperature that it'll go. So that's like a pretty okay temperature range there. There's going to be some changes, especially depending on poles. So further down, there is, after you get past like drainages and stuff, things that are a bit too weird to mess with, there's the poles. I've changed this from north and south to just north or south. What that'll mean is when it makes the map, there'll be poles that'll put up on one or either north or south, and then that pole will either be the cold pole or the hot pole. And then you don't get your map so squished with biomes, so that way your biomes get more room to breathe, I guess. This is a good way of explaining it. And then as you go down, what was some of the... You can change some things like how many titans and mega beasts there are. Demon types. I think the other one... This was another one that I changed, which is the secret types. And that is like necromancers can find these, or at least they're not necromancers yet, but the secrets of life and death get placed in your world, and this by default was 28. That means there's 28 slabs that can teach somebody the secrets of life and death, and all somebody needs to do is find one of them, and they become the first necromancer. And then anybody who wants to become a necromancer, instead of going and finding one of these tombs, they'll just go to the existing guy and, you know, try to get him to train them. So it reduces the amount of clutter of just objects just sitting around, but it is kind of neat to have a couple of these sitting around, just because each tomb creates like a different type of necromancer. So I'm gonna have 4 of them at least, and then there's some other things you can change around there, but let's see. This was another one I changed, which was the good square count and the evil square counts. And so I kind of made them a little more extreme. I was watching this one YouTuber, his name's Tekkud, Tekkeud, and he did a stream where he explained how some of these variables will work. Essentially, you'll have these regions, and there's small region, medium region, large regions. And if you have a very high number of good subregion counts, it kind of means that a subregion will have squares in it that are good, and the more this number is, the larger those blobs are if it's good inside of a subregion. Same with the evil. Now it gets a bit weird when you talk about the large subregions, because when you set this to 1, then it means that there's only one subregion that's going to have just evil, and so, or just good. And so I'm gonna try it out, see how that works out. You could get like a evil ocean, this large evil ocean, and that might burn off my only large evil subregion. So we'll see. And some of these ones are like variables that can change how you're. Well, they're for like rejections, so it'll reject certain maps depending on if it meets the requirements. So I'm not going to touch those. We'll just see how that goes. And I think I have, if I wanted to test this out, I would set the end year to 2. And because all of my seeds are the same, I could generate a world with only 2 years of history, and then I could see like how does it look. But I'm just gonna wing it and do 150 years and see how it looks. Once it loads everything up, we will start to have our world generate. And I can already tell this is a really big world compared to normal. Normally you have these like giant oceans flanking you. You're on this like island almost, and everything just gets squished together on that island. So this will at least create like you're on a continent and you just sort of take a cut out of that continent, and this is what our world is playing in, which adds a lot more detail, I'd say. And I kind of liked how that looks. As for what can I tell? Well, we're having some good... Oh, there's a human necromancer already. And lots of people are building stuff. Well, Book of Dissection was created. People are writing books. Got 5 more years. And there we go. Now I can actually look around at this world. So you can see we've got a little bit of an ocean here. We have a cold South Pole, right? So that's where the ice hole is in the south. And in the north, there's no pole. So it's all like mountains up here. And let's see. I wonder, where did the... Kind of wondering. Yeah, so this is a good biome right here, Mirthful. There's a haunted little biome here. Some haunted biomes. It's a little tricky because I'm not used to how some of these look. So that's a serene, calm. There's a haunted, terrifying, frozen sea in the bottom left corner there. There's a joyous, freezing glacier here. And there's a joyous, freezing Arctic Ocean there. Ooh, we've got a sinister taiga right over here. This has a goblin civilization just hanging out over here. They've been spreading all over this place. I don't know if they have easy access into the rest of this place, but let's see, who are they called? They are I think they have different names, maybe. But there's Dark Goblin Pits up there anyway, so there's a haunted biome there. So at least some of these biomes are bigger because of how I generated. Normally some of these haunted biomes are like half the size, so I kind of made some of them a little larger here. Yeah, there's a mirthful woodlands, and right next to it's a terrifying savanna. So some of these are a bit neat to look at. Let's see, we've got a haunted grassland hanging out right there. Got some mirthful grasslands. Then up into here, haunted mountains. Terrifying savannas. And that's a forest up there. There's a couple of weird spots, like You just have joyous wilds, and then right in the middle, terrifying forest. A little strip there of evil stuff, haunted. I don't really see like one giant evil biome, but they are bigger at least, which is, I'd say, good so far. But yeah. Now if I go continue to play, I'm thinking about what kind of fort I want to do. I want to do more of a military style fort in this case, because in the other one I was doing that economic rush where I started off at a volcano and then I just dug into the volcano and it got my steel industry going. I still have that fort, but I decided I want to try out a different map gen, a different world. This type of world would be a lot more interesting to play in adventure mode because it looks better, it's got more character to it, but no adventure mode yet. You could go into Legends and take a peek into some of these, you know, the history of Perfect Death. This is what I named the world just so I would remember it. But yeah, you have things like historical figures, right? And so yeah, there's like a bronze colossus, the Perfect Knights of the Willful Diamond, and so came an enemy, he basically just goes and attacks stuff. You can see he just smashes like everything here. And let's see, okay, he in the year of 48 was struck down by a dwarf in Tourshaft. So he went and attacked Tourshaft. Yeah, looks like dwarf locum blockade splashes. His third finger was smashed, his upper body was smashed, his tooth was smashed. Acmus was killed by this guy, and then some other dude came over and killed him. Somebody, I'm guessing, just who wasn't notable enough, which is a bit odd. Wonder if that guy became notable. Now you can see he's got this list of all these different people he killed. He killed like, some kobolds, a lot of dwarves, elves, a bunch of animals. Oop. I didn't want to exit out. Yeah, you can even like find some stuff in here. It's a cave. Oh hey, this is a different UI. Oh, there's a rock. Rocks are like giant birds. And so he has settled in the Cradled Axe. And he very basically just like devours people, and devoured a goblin over there. And let's see. In the spring of 146, a raw perch was stolen from Snake Breached by Slatu. It was the name of the rock during his rampage. So he went to Snake Breach. He stole a fish from them. But yeah, it looks like he's got a bunch of kids. He's got a bunch of enemies. A lot of enemies. He has 13 notable kills, so he's mostly just been pissing people off, hasn't been like killing a lot of people. Not a big kill list here. And you have like a female dragon. Let's see. Yeah, female dragon struck down by the elf. So if you wanted to fight, like if you wanted in your adventure mode or your fortress mode more big creatures, then you wouldn't want to have the history go on for too long, because you can see some of these are dying before even the year 50. You might find some that are still around. I think this one, yeah, so on the second year he was struck down by a giant thrips. Meanwhile, this Hydra here, this Hydra is still alive by the looks of it, and go all the way down here. Yeah, year 1 of 1. Fought a dwarf icod. And he, while defeated, he, somebody escaped unscathed. And then he went, like 146, his last entry was struck down the dwarf cog bridge dung. So he went and attacked this Bessis Stakes. And then he's got like, what, 82 notable kills? Man, busy Hydra. 82 notable kills, 43 other kills were just killed random animals. So let's go start up a fort. In some cases, you can deploy your fort in an actual, like, place where, like, a dragon or a hydra has their cave at. And then, when it comes to where do I want, let's start by what kind of origin civ do I want? Let's see. Ooh, these guys are small. They got like three sites, 81 population. These guys over here are like 3,900. I did set the amount of civs to be 5 each. So I don't actually have as many, but it gives them a little more room to expand each, so they're not competing with each other as much. But yeah, you can see like the squashed bridge has seen pretty rough days. Not too sure why. Maybe it's just a lot of like savage stuff in the area has been chewing them up. Yeah, like we have over here this civ, just near some like haunted biomes, and let's see. Yeah, they're next to this big group here, which is a 6,700 pop. So this guy's really big, very prosperous. Sits right next to the humans over here. These guys are the big ones in the west, so you got like a big east, big west. Yeah, these guys are kind of small. These guys are a bit small in the north here, but they're doing pretty good. So yeah, the two big ones are, of course. So you could try to play as like this one and see if you could try and rebuild it. For sure, as your fort grows, you would pretty quickly have the queen locum would probably move into your fort once you get your fort up and running pretty well. So you could opt to do that and try to rebuild your fort, because it looks like they had a, let's see, what is this? It's a dwarven fortress. I was curious because it didn't show that as the same one. Unless that is its capital. It shows that it's just hillocks. So I'm kind of wondering why they have... Let's see. Yeah. Maybe it's just because it's their capital, and so it doesn't actually count it as their other sites. But yeah, there's no real dwarves in the southwest here. Yeah, no dwarves really in the south at all, right? They're all kind of hanging up by these mountain areas. These ones, if you wanted to, for example, if I wanted to go to war with the elves, there's a lot of elves by the looks of it here. All these little forest thingies here. So it looks like there's a big elven civ, at least there. So if you wanted to do that, that would be a pretty good one here. But what's this? Dark Goblin Pits here. Human Castle. Elven Forest Retreats. Let's see. Sinister biome there. Doesn't look like anything's living in that spot. There's a goblin fort hanging out on the river there. Yeah, the elves are not at war with the dwarves in this case. Oop, nope. Let's go over to... I wonder about the small one here. Yeah, these guys aren't even close to, like, anybody anymore. They're close to, like, humans, sure, but no bad people. So I wonder why they're so small. And these guys, you have to go pretty far down to find enemies for them. Yeah, right when you're getting down into these human territories and the goblins show up. Lots of goblins. So if you really wanted to, you could try to set up a fort down here and make it out as like an invasion fort onto their island. Ooh, haunted tundra island there. Yeah, just look at that. Look at all that cold, sinister forests. And then over here, the goblin pits. Lots of goblin pits. And then, yeah, over here, goblin pits in the freezing wastelands. Is that anything? Yeah, it's a goblin fort. Right next to a sinister forest. A terrifying forest. This ends up being my biggest issue. Figuring out a spot I want to go as. It's like, do I want to war with the elves? They're easy. They're easy to fight because they all wear wood. Or go down here and fight the goblins. Might do that. Do you want the big civ or the smaller civ? Yeah, so there's these guys and then these guys. Yeah, there's some scary stuff over here, but it's not. There's no goblin factions over there. Haunted sand desert down here. And joyous wilds. Terrifying shrublands. Freshwater marshes. Haunted ocean down there. Well, let's see. Yeah, there are no elves in this area, are there? Over here is when you start getting to the elves. Yeah, once you pass over this mountain range here, that's when you start meeting the elves. They are 3 days travel west, so that must be, yeah, these ones here. Yeah, that's a desert here. Shallow clay, deep soil. I do like sand more than... clay. But the downside with sand is it sometimes desert. I don't really need a river, to be honest. The only reason for going for a river is if you don't dig deep and find an underwater lake. Plus there's aquifers in the desert anyway. There's some heavy aquifers near the river. There's a sand desert there. What's this? The only reason I'm looking at some of these other spots is because trees are nice. Rocky wasteland. Haunted rocky wasteland, eh? Scarce trees. If I'm going into a haunted place, I'm not going to be upstairs very much. And the nice thing about this is it's got goblins and elves nearby. The goblins are half a day travel because they're just down here. Or actually, they're all over here. Shallow clay, though. Again, I prefer glass making, so sand. But it's not the end of the world. Very deep soil, light aquifer. Yeah, this white desert is no sand at all. It's all just soil. You have to go here for sand. There's a black sand desert here. There's a red sand desert there. And lots of light aquifers. Short trip, half days. Let's see about elevation. Cliffs. Shows there's a little bit of a cliff there, huh? Right in here where the river goes. So I'm guessing the river causes some changes in elevation. That could be interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Let's try that out. Okay, prepare carefully. So I like to go 5 in minor, 5 in minor. I'm not gonna worry too much about min-maxing, like who gets which job. Combat. Now minors can they can fight because their mining skill is their weapon skill. 1, 2, 3. 3 in fighting lets them spar. So what I can always do is have these guys do sparring between each other. And then I guess you could give them like a dodge, just so they have dodging. And would I want them with anything else? guess what I could do is see if I can give them teacher, because then they could be like guys who can teach their fighting skill to other people, and then they can then learn. I do need a woodcutter and a carpenter. Now I could also have the woodcutter carpenter guy, because he's gonna have an axe by default. But do I want him to also be a fighter? I might, because I only really need him to do, because his combat skill is going to be axe using, but again, he'd be a fighter, so maybe I should just have him as a level 3 fighter too. And the mason, right, because you're proficient. Let's go proficient. I'll make him a woodcutter too, just so he also has an axe to defend himself. Potentially, nah, we'll give him a weapon. Let's have him as a mason. What else do I want him? Probably the mechanic. Yeah, mechanic and glazer. Sure, mechanic, glazer. Do I need any other stonework for this guy? Not really. I guess I could make him also a fighter as well. Sure, let's do that. In which case, I don't think I need these guys to have a point in teaching. They can instead have armor user or dodger. Let's go dodge. That way they can defend themselves a little better, just a tiny bit better. I do need the planter, right? Let's have you also be the... I think I'm gonna have him as the record keeper. And maybe as the trading guy, which would be appraiser, judge of intent. Yeah. There we go. So now I have carpenter, mason, planter. I definitely... What else do I need? For sure a brewer. Somebody who's a really good brewer. Do I want him to be a cook as well? The brewer and the cook. Maybe. Just have them as the same guy. Sure. Cook and the brewer. And that leaves us for our last guy. I'm thinking maybe have him as a weaponsmith. It's tempting. I am thinking weaponsmith. Yeah. And I think I'll have him as the... What was it? Organizer. I think I'll have him as the manager. Manager, and what else? What other jobs do I need him? Sure, you can have the leader point. And if he's going to be the leader, let's give him consoler, flatterer. There we go. Now then, items. I do not need the dimple cups, so let's just get rid of those. Do you need more plump helmets? Let's just go hard on that. And sure, some of that. Let's get 10 of these. Now for these tools, I think I want... Do I want iron or bronze? Which is cheaper? Because iron and bronze is actually very similar in effect, so... I think I'm gonna go just one bronze battle axe. And I'll change the copper picks to... Tempting to just give them steel picks. Just go wild on that, but I think I'll hold back on... Actually, I don't think they have steel picks available. I think it's just bronze. Oh no, they are there. It's like 300 points each. But I'll just go for the bronze. That way they'll have a little more punch. As for some of these other options, let's go for the animals before I use up all my points. Yeah. Doggies. Let's get a cat. And as for the animals, let's go geese this time. 2, 3, 4. 2. Yeah, let's go 6 geese. That'll give me so much food. So much food. I guess if I wanted to, I could also get like pigs. Pigs are pretty good. You can just stick them underground. Because they don't need to graze on grass. But question is, do I need... Kind of tempted to give one of these guys a steel pick just for the heck of it. I might do that. Then I don't have to mess around with micromanaging all the different... because I still got like 300 points. So it's like I could easily get picks. So the alternative would be to give him some like bronze breastplates or something like that. But I don't really want them fighting too much more. Out of emergency they can fight. So in that case, drinks. Drink DTD. There's the drinks. Dwarven wine, dwarven ale. Let's get like 20 dwarven ale, 20 dwarven beer. That'll give me 2 extra barrels. Could also do that for those other things too, but oh well. Bags. I probably should get more bags. The reason for that is I will need the bags for making sand, or collecting sand and then making glass. So let's just get another like 5 bags. instruments. Some cheap instruments. Ammo, trap components. Do we need another anvil? Probably not. Probably not. I think I should just go all into seeds. Get more. And yeah, maybe. Unless I just want to get blocks, because blocks are useful. That would let me build stuff quick. Yeah, but honestly, it might be a good idea to get logs. The reason for that is logs are going to be useful if I can't get more wood. So let's just grab a bunch. There we go. And then 2 more. There. Fortress name. What's my fortress name? Lance Tactics. Kubuk. It's not a bad name, actually. Group name, though. The Organized Ring. Stegethethel. Sure. Group symbol. Dwarf. There we go. Let's get a dwarf. Objects. Yeah, let's give him a spear. If we have lance in our fort name, let's have a spear. Or actually, let's also have a goblin. Action or relationship. There's some lovely ones here. So the goblin is impaled on the spear. Cool. The dwarf is fighting with the goblin. And let's see. Yeah, the dwarf is raising the spear. Okay. Image of a dwarf. A spear and a goblin. The goblin is impaled on the spear. The dwarf is fighting with the goblin, and the dwarf is raising the spear. Cool. Embark. There we go. So that is our red desert here. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's ice. I think. Is that ice? Yeah, it's ice. So it's definitely cold enough. So the way this map is designed, we've got a river that forks out to 2 different directions here. And then it settles down over here. We got some probably saguaro, yeah, cactus. Those are our trees, so cactus trees. And it's definitely cold enough that this stuff freezes, so yeah, so right here the ice comes down. Now then, what do I want? How do I want to lay out this fortress? Let's zoom in. We have dolomite rock, lignite. I think lignite is coal. Tetrahedrite. Hematite. Got lots of metals hanging around in here, so... I suspect I'm going to be getting attacked by the goblins pretty soon, so... I will need to chop some trees anyway. Do. It's a bit tricky. I don't want them crossing around here too much. I'm thinking about how to lay this out, because sometimes having your fort right near where the waterfall is, the mist from the water will actually give your dwarves a happiness modifier, so it's kind of useful to have a main hallway going by where the waterfall is. But I'm sitting over here. Colony of bumblebees sitting on the ice. They're not going to be there for very long. Magnetite. Minite. I could dig out a lot of my fort in here, but I might. I'm also tempted to just build it out over here. So, I can pretty easily fix this by getting a bridge built. I think I want the bridge like that. Let's see, go back to bridge. Let's have this side. Yeah, so a 3-wide bridge will at least be good for that. It'll use up some of the wood. Or I could dig. I think I'll just dig some of the stones out of here. That's sand, dolomite. Yeah, I might just be able to mine this part out here. There's more dolomite. Let's see if I can get some dolomite. And let's just, while they do that, I want to make sure that only this guy is doing the planting. Yeah, so those are the only guys doing that. I don't want anybody fishing, so... Am I getting stone out of that? I am getting some stone. Good. Machines work. Nope, I want workshop. Stone work. This is just going to be a temporary one here. And I'm just going to have Mason work on this, and he is going to make me some blocks. 2, 3, and well, I think I'll have him make a hatch cover too. Let's have him make 3 hatch covers for me. And just to maybe speed things up a little bit, let's stone. There we go. Get some of these guys to help haul it. Because blocks are a little better to use as crafting material or building materials for things like bridges, so shouldn't have to worry about... Yeah, there's a honey badger and 2 ravens in here so far. Oh, we're already getting interrupted. There we go. Now we have lots of blocks. Bridge. This way. Dolomite blocks. There we go. Yeah, they keep fighting the honey badger. Oh, and there we go. The river has now melted. So we can see we got this river right here. And some mist. As it comes down here, flows into this area. Oh, they're fighting the honey badger. Okay. Let's see. Let's just set up some of this stuff quick. You... And then I want a militia commander. Think. I need a militia commander first, so I think I'll make the miners. New uniform. And you can go get the other miner. Where's the miner? There he is. Now, this is part of why I wanted to figure out how to do some of this stuff anyway. I already got to play around with this stuff, so... And then I want you guys to use... The only equipment I care that you guys to use is going to be the picks. There we go. Ideally, I'll eventually get them like steel picks if I really want them to fight, but for now... Oop. I think I gotta go back to here. Update equipment, right? Let's see. Details. New weapon. Where's your picks? There. Picks. Confirm. There we go. Now, where is that honey badger? Oh, he's right there. So I can tell these guys go kill the honey badger. Except I think it's gonna run away, isn't it? Oh, they're going after it. There we go. So that should be... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the recruit punches him in the upper body. He explodes. Why did they punch him? Probably they took their pickaxe off. Yeah, they took their pickaxe off. Of course they did. Because that suspended my bridge construction. There we go. Bridge is done. So now I have access into this area here. Hooray. Let's see. Got lots of sand. I think what I want is to kind of like make a fort around this area. Have a nice big cliff onto one side. And then I can build up around the other area here, around here. Sort of have a river nearby, but probably not this part of the river, at least not until I dig into this area there. So I think I'll make a channel. Like that. It's like a way in. So we got a little bit of a pit. What are they doing? There we go. Yeah, I don't need that. Let's just go down to like -20 here. See what we got. There should be an aquifer somewhere around here too. So let's see where that aquifer is. That's the other reason for getting blocks early on, is I can use those blocks to in fact, I should get the stockpile for the blocks nearby. Yep, damp stone. Yeah, so right about here is where that aquifer should be. Right. This isn't a heavy aquifer, so construction wall. Yep. In fact, I should actually queue up a couple more blocks. There we go. I'll go and place this one here. Only 2. I need those blocks built. Yeah, so this area I can actually probably use as like a basic farming area and a stockpile area. So for the stockpile, let's just have like a really big wood stockpile here. Wood and stone stockpile. And also the farm. I need to remember to activate this. Oop, nope. I need to buy a new mouse. I keep having a double click issue on this mouse. And then there we go. So that will prevent the aquifer from leaking. There we go. So now I can have like a really big wood stockpile here. This is probably going to be too big for a wood stockpile, so let's make it a little smaller. I don't have that much wood. And then over here we have plenty of other spaces. Lignite, dolomites. I do want to get to work on those offices. So let's do that. Workshops, carpenter. And then I want a crafts dwarf shop here too. Pudding stone. Yeah, I want a stockpile over here for storing furniture and goods and stuff like that. I'll probably do like a stone stockpile down here for the mason. In fact, since he's not doing much, let's get door. Should be a nope. New task T. Throne. Table. There we go. Let's see. I'm just gonna double check their schedule. Yeah, they're off duty. I'll just wait until I get this area cleared out before I continue digging down. Now, nether cap is apparently a magma safe wood, but I don't know. I don't care. I'll probably end up using it up anyway. Good idea would be to save it for magma safe stuff, but oh well. Just to make sure the carpenter here is the only buddy using this one. You know what? Make a bin. I think I have to go rock. Oh, come on. What are my miners doing? Storing in stockpile. Labor. Only do assigned tasks. Okay. Yeah, I know they're sleeping, so. Everybody's sleeping when there's no place to sleep. But yeah, honestly, I should be doing most of my fort around this, just to take advantage of the natural mist. There we go. Yeah, let's go build a door. Zones, office. There we go. So now, yay. Now I can get work orders going. Let's get rid of that stockpile. And let's also deconstruct that. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking that I should have like the dining hall area in this spot, just so traffic has to go through here. Because the way I might be able to do this is by smoothing and then cutting fortifications into there, and that would let the mist into the fort. So let's dig out a nice big dining hall area. And then we will cut fortifications. Yay, look at that mist. Lovely mist. So now I can start setting up my work orders. So, work orders. Alright, bed. Make bed. Work order conditions. Doot doot. So I want, if the beds is less than 10 and logs is greater than, say, how many do I want in stock? Or to produce per batch? Let's do 5 per batch. I'll do batches of 5. So So if less than 11, so if I go under 10 beds, then make 5 more, so I'll maintain about 15 beds. I'm going to do that for rock table, or do I want to go wild with glass? Nah, in order to do glass, I would need a lot of magma, so I think I should just do stone for a while. Rock table. Rock throne. Rock door. So with these ones, yeah, let's do something very similar to that. 5. And definitely want like a spot specifically for storing all the beds, so let's do a stockpile. Let's see, that's 3, 6, 9. Yeah, I think that's a good size for just beds. Furniture. Let's just do all, but then disable that. Beds. So this one will just be for beds. Whoa. Wrong button. Wrong button. Barrels, there we go. Is there any other wood thing that I would need? Not really. Let's just have this as like a general all, but you won't be stone. You won't be wood. Won't be refuse or corpses. Unless it's like... Unless it's bones, sure. Bones, hair, shells. I'll eventually do my own stockpile for food, so. Beds, bins. Sure. Let's just do that. Guess I could have the bin stockpile up there. Pen pasture. Can feel bad for these animals. They won't have very much to eat, but oh well. That's why I'll just have to try to find the underground places. Yeah, I guess I should do my farm in this area. Farm plot. Farm plot. There we go. Let's have this one here. There we go, 2 different farms. Workshop farm, and I will do the farmer's workshop here. Let's just do a new stockpile. This one's going to be just for seeds. Oop. Nope. Seeds. Good. You. Okay, already disabled. What's the farmer doing? Updating stockpile. Okay. Started to rain. In the desert? Ooh, lovely. Processed plants to a bag. This was going to be for some empty bags and processable plants. Let's do a 3 and a 3. There we go. This is going to be for what I plant with the rock nuts. Eventually he's going to get caught up with that, so... But I think I want him to just focus on planting. Yeah. I don't even want him hauling. I will want to create a new work order for, or work details for the brewing and the cooking, because this is going to be the same guy. So this will be like food prep. There we go. And this guy's going to be for the... Yeah, so he's only going to be the one to brew and to cook. Got time until I really need to get doing that, but for now, we are okay. And gypsum. Let's get the stoneworker going. I think I'll just keep the one workshop there. Workshop. Where is the mechanic? There we go. Stone. There we go. Make that into stone. But that will be for the... I don't want the economic, I don't want clay, and I don't want metal ores, so yeah. I'll just use other stones for this. Hello, Brandon. Yeah, the new Steam version's been pretty interesting. Taking me a while to relearn everything. And yep, Merry Christmas. Gonna remove that stockpile. Dog and a camel. Okay. You do that, dog and camel. Fight. I should look at getting a dorm going, I think. How do I want this dorm laid out? I think I'm just gonna do that. I can put the beds in there. Furniture, table. We'll work on getting a bedroom sooner. I do feel like this is going to be just more of a temporary layer of my fort, but who knows? I tend to always be like, oh, I'm just going to keep this starting fort as my temporary one, and I just keep developing it. What's in here? Drinks. Drinks and food. So yeah, I need to get the kitchen stockpile going then. Which would probably be better to have over here, I think. Yeah, let's just carve out a big chunk. But yeah, let's see. Yay, they like being near the waterfall. That's the one good thing about this spot, the waterfall. Now then. It's going to be for prepared meals. And then this one is going to be for drinks. Probably get some more of these things chopped down here. And now that that's done, let's get into the craft dwarf workshop setup. No job. Oh, that's right. You have to do pigtails. Nope. Plump helmets. That's right. Plump helmets. Plum helmets and plump helmets on that one. And this other one here is going to be... Let's do... Quarry bush. Sweet pod. Cave wheat. Actually... Let's do pigtails. I just might not do sweet pods. Now for this to be set up as the dormitory. And get some more chairs. Chair, 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 and chair. And then meeting hall, meeting area. Should I set this up as the dining hall? It can be both. There we go. At least then they'll leave this place alone for a while. Now then, I want workshops. Farmer, the still. Workshops, farming, the kitchen. Just put it up here. This is going to be for barrels, I think pots. There we go, barrels and pots. Yeah, so now this one doesn't even need to be here anymore. So I'm going to want to store the surplus barrels there. Let's make this guy, just to make sure he owns those workshops. Now as a trick, just to make sure, go down to your labor tab, go to your kitchen tab, make sure they do not cook the plump helmets, because then I won't get the seeds back. So now I can start doing a stockpile over here for, let's just have it like this big. And this is going to be for food, plants, plump helmet. That's going to go into brewing. There are some other ones to use as well, but That'll just be for like a generic ingredient section. Which I think I'll put here. Just for now. That'll be for everything except for that and that. That'll be for eggs and stuff for the cooking. So let's set up a work order. Proof and plant. So if drinks and that and that, there we go. So if drinks is, say, less than 100, and we have 10 unrotten ferment, let's drop that down to like 5 and 5. So that way, once I go below 100 drinks, I go and queue up 5. That will be the plan. Let's queue up 5. Now I'm going to bring this up to the top because this is going to be very important. And then we will go cook our simple. But let's just do it from here. Easy meal. I'm going to start off doing easy meals because they will get more EXP for the chef. So let's go for prepared meals and unrotten cookable solids. Sure. So if this is below, say, let's just do a 100 as well. And then we'll do 5. And then move this up as well. And we got migrants. So we went from 7 to 15. So that's a lot of people who came. Only one child, too. Holy crap. So we have 2 weaponsmiths. You guys are legendary weaponsmith. You are a legendary weaponsmith. What the heck? At least their social skills aren't like crazy good. And then this guy here is a 51-year-old, probably also a legendary. Yeah, he's a legendary weaponsmith as well. Okay, 2 legendary weaponsmiths, and then this guy is a legendary stonecrafter. Ooh, he's a bit sketchy. Legendary mechanic. 98 years old. He might be a vampire. He might be a vampire. Or he's just really good, but I don't know. You always get suspicious when you see guys who have just like extremely good stats show up at your fort. 2 legendary skills. But he is a legendary, so you know what? I'll put you to work. There you go. Rock mechanism. Alright, so when the rock mechanisms are, say, below 10, make 10. And I'll give you a stockpile just for that. Is it here? Yeah, it is here. I want this, all the qualities activated. There we go. That'll be the mechanism stockpile for him. Let's see. I'm also thinking about setting up a drawbridge to close this off. So let's do that. Bridge. They go this way. And how many? Just need 2. Sure, let's make it out of pudding stone. There we go. That way I can always just shut myself in if I need to. Somebody is fighting. Migrants. Yeah, I need more solids to prepare foods, so... I could technically try to gather some stuff around here. Let's actually set up a refuse zone around here. It'll be for refuse. And this one will be for corpses. Right? Yeah. Though I do want to keep the bones. And sure, the hair and wool. Now that this is done, alright, so the wagon is completed too. Let's build a mechanism, a lever. Yeah, I need my geese. I need a spot for my geese to dig. Where can I put the geese? I guess I could put the geese in here. So let's just queue up rock nest boxes. There we go. Lots of happy dwarves. We got the mist. Nope, this is now done. So let's link this to that one. There we go. That way I can close this door. I could technically do it where it was above ground and then just have it close over top. Oh yeah, let's get the trade depot as well. What do I have? Do I have anybody who is potentially useful for some other work, huh? I got 2 extra miners here. What are the skills? He's a fish cleaner and herbalist. He's a cheesemaker and a sober. Well, I should probably do my stair thing. And just make sure that it, because this could be a multi-layer this could be a multi-layer aquifer, so this says damp. And this also says damp, but alright, so we found the cavern. I'm actually going to just temporarily, let's cancel that. I'll dig this part here out. I mean, this all says it's damp. Does that mean this is like a really deep aquifer? I don't know, that's weird. Very strange. But I do need this. Autosave. So yeah, this is definitely a multi-layer aquifer. The question is, how many layers? Usually it's like 2 at most, or 3. More than that's pretty rare. This could be like a bizarre, really crazy aquifer. Do I have no blocks made? Of course I don't have any blocks made. Yeah, because he's trying to make tables and doors. But I now have cavern moss, so... Actually, just out of curiosity, I'm going to set up my auto mining. Magnetite, hematite. Yeah, let's auto mine that. I'll give my geese a very spacious area. Let's set up a pasture for him. Let's get the geese in here. We can always put the peahen in too. Apparently I've got some other animals that they brought in. Donkey, yak bull, horsefowl. And where was it? Farming? Yeah, nest box. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Let's set up the auto mine. I want the hematite. Now then, who has... Anybody laid eggs? Aha, there we go. Don't you loot my eggs. I want extra geese. Okay, they laid 4. Yeah, turkeys are so much more productive. My turkeys were doing like dozens of eggs per go. But it takes turkeys an extra year to grow up, so... Yeah, then that one... Oh, somebody already snagged your eggs, didn't they? Ooh, magnetite. I don't need that much tetrahedrite though, because that's copper. Let's see, how are you doing? Did you make me blocks? Let's set up a stockpile for the blocks here. Stone and clay blocks. Yeah, let's just do blocks. There we go. My merchants have arrived. Do I even have anything to trade with them? Not really. Louse ticks. I don't think I've had anything to really trade. Guess I could try making some like rock crafts or something, but is anybody busy? Yeah, the weaponsmiths, they're all busy. They're not busy. So I could probably... I don't have much wood, so I don't really want to burn my wood to make weapons. That would make me a lot of money, though. Do I have any shells? Yes, shells. No? I don't think so. Haven't been doing any fishing, so... No surprise there. I have a ton of plump helmets. Got some prepared food. Rum biscuits, wine biscuits. I don't really want to give them beds. contains blocks. The mechanisms he kind of likes. Could trade him some of these 200 value mechanisms. The gems, probably not a good trade. Yeah, that'll probably have to do. Might be able to scrounge up some cookable solids by doing a little bit of gathering. Yeah, now I need to build my block walls here. You have not made very many blocks. Nope. Why is that? You're just not... Stoneworker. Okay, I do have another stoneworker. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to make a labor for that. Masonry. Mason job. There we go. It's going to be for you and... Did I make the carpenter the mason? I shouldn't have. Who is my mason? Oh, I didn't assign somebody to it. That's why. So yeah, he just wasn't the new guy at all. Okay. Yeah, he needs to be the only guy to do that job. At least until I get an extra person. That would probably explain why some of this was not being done quite as fast as it could be. Do you know what? I want you to prioritize that. Because yeah, right now the carpenter is doing it. I think that's everything moved. Just have to wait for him to finish eating. Oh, he's got to sleep, of course. And broker. Just gotta wait for him. Okay, now he's coming up. There we go, he's in. So let's just put all those on there for trade. Scroll on down. The kind of stuff that I need is mostly gonna be, check what kind of animals he has. I don't really need that much, to be honest. Some of this is just I want to give him a good deal so that he comes back with more stuff. I do like bags with seeds, but I'm not growing much for sweet pods, at least not now. Might be a good idea to set up sweet pods for 1 year in that case. I do like bags too, so I might have to get a couple of bags. And then leather bin, a leather bin, and that might be it, because again I might just want to give them a nice deal, because a lot of these fabrics are really expensive if I want cloth. But let's go see, what does he have for some solid cookables, like meats, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, let's keep it cheap. Let's keep it cheap. There we go, 500 there. Let's get some fish. Some turtles for their shells. There we go. Do I need any more plump helmets? Probably not. Cheeses are always fun, but a bit pricey. I think I'm just gonna do that. Just give him a nice profitable deal. He's pleased. If you can get him ecstatic, then he's more likely to bring stuff back for you, or more stuff back. There we go. So I think I can set up a springtime sweet pods. And you know what, let's enable these guys onto other stuff, just so they can do some things like hauling. And rock block, let's just automate this. The rock blocks are less than, say, 20. Actually, let's do 30. 30. And make 10. Because I think that's going to be like... yeah, there'll be plenty of rock blocks. I do want some wooden bins. Let's go make a couple of wooden bins. 5 of those. Let's set up an automated thing for wooden barrels. So if I have say if I'm less than 5 wooden, or actually let's go like less than, yeah, let's say less than 5. If I'm less than 5 wooden barrels, make like 5. There we go. I'm tempted to make more stuff for the dining room, but I do want to try to prioritize blocks. Because I could make this just out of stone, just loose rocks, but Generally, it's a little quicker to do it the other way. Yeah, you can see the water's pooling a fair bit down here, but not that badly. It is just very strange to have all of this damp stone going like all the way up here. It's very strange. It's almost like there's an aquifer within this. It looks like this is also a bit of an aquifer, maybe. We shall see. Because this looks like this part here is an aquifer. So I guess we'll see. There might be like a little bit of aquifer going through here. Very strange aquifer. Do the blocks. There we go. Now what do we have? Outpost liaison has arrived, but he hasn't met my dude yet. And the merchants have left. What is this? Dragonfly. Hiding out in the river area. Everybody's relatively happy, probably because of the mist. Okay, can't do prepared meals. Let's repaint this zone a little bit. Just be like, sure, here you go. Big roaming area for the birds. Oh, more migrants, up to 21 people, 22. Is that it, 22? Alright, we got 2 new peasants. We got a broker. Oh no, that's my broker. Ugh. Fishery work, 2 fishery workers. A ranger and a hunter. The hunter looks like he's actually got a crossbow, so. And just 1 child. Been pretty good on the child ratio. Sometimes you get an immigrant wave and it's like, 6 people and 4 of them are children. There we go, some more blocks. Looks like this isn't leaking, so probably only need to do that. Yeah, this doesn't have any leaking. What is that? A Draltha. Hello. You can tame those. And they're actually pretty good animals overall for that. Looks like I got people roaming around in the friggin' caverns here. I do need to work on sealing the caverns off. One way to do it is to figure out how to blockade the spots. Some of these are 2 squares high, right? So like this area is pretty easy to seal off because it's only 1 square. Right, so yeah, it's right here. If I put a wall here, it'll block off access there. And then you also have that wall here would block off access there. This one here, technically I could do it up here. That would work the same. And yeah, this one here would work there. And then the one over here would have to be probably here, just to stop stuff from going around that wall. One there and like one here. People keep wandering around in my friggin' caves. Like, what are you guys doing? I think they're trying to clean up stuff. Oh, the hunter is trying to hunt the Draltha. Alright, I think I need a cage trap, so let's make some wooden cages. Yeah, let's do 6. And I can set up cages on choke points. Because taming Dralthas is pretty good. Not gonna lie, I'll tame some Dralthas. They keep running around here, so. I need to change my zoom points here. Now, how do I do that again? I think it's like... Edit the recenter. There. Let's change this to here. There we go. And then I'm gonna make F2 here. There we go. And this is going to be waterfall. There we go. So now, boom, boom. Good. And it looks like this isn't draining water anymore. Yeah, he should be done his cages. At least that's one cage done. And then let's go down to here. Traps. Cage trap. Cage trap, and then you know what? Cage trap. One, two, three, four. Of course, the Draltha have all ran away now. Yeah, they've gone. They're totally out of here. Though, I do wonder if that's because they got killed, maybe? I don't know. I do need a butcher, though, just because if they did. Then I'll need a butcher. think corpses... I think I might want that. I think it's for the refuse. So at least they can haul the corpses to here for the butcher, maybe? I guess we'll see. Oh, there we go. There's the diplomacy. What do I need? I don't really need anything. Oop, water's frozen. He wants anvils. Yeah, so it is late autumn and it turns the lake turns to water. Or bah. The river turns to ice. Alright, wooden cages are made. You know what, let's smooth up this place. Let's make this place nice. Construct. Let's get some more walls going. If I build that here, that would block anybody from going up from there, huh? I think? No, I'd have to build it here. That wouldn't work for too long. This one would work. And so with this one, but I feel like that one would probably be more convenient overall, but yeah, well. Because now I need to build stairs for some of these. Stairs are expensive. There's like 2 per thing. But I need to if I want to. Ah, no, the rat stole my biscuits? How? How'd you steal my biscuits? Yeah, we did butcher the Dwarves. Guess that's must have gotten like right into the here. Cause yeah, my wait a minute. Why is this stockpile? One of these is supposed to be for prepared meals only. This one's supposed to be for prepared meals. Let's see, can I build this wall? Oh, we got some more blocks, good. Downside with corners like that is I'm gonna have to do two, one there, one there. Let's get some stairs. But hey, I can do one stair for both of those. Let's see. How far back do I want him to go? Guess I could go here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter how far back I go there. I was only cutting back down to here, but I don't even need to do that, huh? Let's just get rid of that. It'll cost more in stairs, but oh well. I've got to prioritize sealing this up. No, he hasn't built that yet. The idea is I'm gonna set this area up as my pasture zone. Right, because I can have a really big pasture in here. Oh, that's an artifact being made. There we go. So I do have to seal this off, which isn't going to be too hard. But yeah, let's go get the yaks in there, the donkey, the yaks, the calf, yaks. Got a bunch of goslings. So all the geese hatched, which is good. There we go, we're gonna move them to the underground pasture now. All right, so the broker has a Fey mood, so he's my planter. which means he doesn't really have any crafting skills, so he's just gonna go for this one here. Alright, so he's gonna grab this. Generally, you don't get much good stuff from your very first one. So you got Dralfa bone, guinea fowl leather, and he's already working. So it's just going to be made out of bone and leather. And yeah, I now have everybody down here. Did I disable? Yeah, I did. You know what? Let's have everybody just gather some topside plants before I decide to seal up. You know what? Let's tunnel this out a little more. And I do want to set this as my third spot here. So that'll be first cavern. There we go. So now 1, 2, 3, boom. And I can also, that tower cap is in the way, isn't it? Alright, tower cap, get chopped. I guess I could always make like a drawbridge here. Or something like that. Some kind of like drawbridge thingy. It's like make a wall. And then have a drawbridge. And that way I can open it up and then have access to the caves. I think I might do that. And I need to do this one, the corner here, this one here, that one there, and we chopped him down. Draw off the bone buckler. Oh, there's the Dralfa. Hello. I might have to deconstruct my traps once I set this up and maybe set some out around here. Yeah, let's do that. I think, oh yeah, I have to just do this. Remove that, remove that, move that. This looks like a high traffic area. High traffic area. High traffic. Let's just plant a bunch of cages around here. See what we catch. Let's do one there and then one there. And then one there. There we go. Let's make a couple more wooden cages. And I will want a spot to store these. So you know what? That'll be for animals. And we'll do empty cages. Actually, no, let's have that as everything for now. There we go. So the caverns are mostly safe now. I've sealed off most of it except for this spot. Let's just disable that from here. I don't want the animals going through here. I could technically make a better, instead of just having this set like that. I should probably just make a better one. Just tunnel an actual proper way through, like, say through here instead. Though, damp water. I guess this one would be the better spot then, wouldn't it? Yeah. So if I tunnel through here, I could make a door and then a bridge to seal off the place. So let's do that. I'll leave this open for now. See if I catch any Dwarves, but I think a lot of them have moved on there. We keep moving on after I set up all my traps. Either we're hunting them or we're just not catching them because they're either running away or we're shooting them. Yeah, stole my biscuits. At least my animals have lots to eat downstairs here. Oh yes, that's right. Let's go continue doing that. Build a door. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of aquifer messing with me right now. Nope. Hey. I need to make sure they're doing the right stair digging. Now constriction. Bridge. Open you that way. There we go. Oh, hello, Drawtha. Oh, he was almost there, but he got spooked by my bison. No. Don't spook the Drotha. Ah, somebody keeps spooking it. Come on. Come on. Keep seeing my animals. You know what? How about I make it easier for you? I'll tell my animals to just leave this area alone here. Okay. Don't go fighting them. Go get out of here. Yeah, there we go. Got a Drotha. Caught me a Drotha. Now I can wall this off. Now that that's done, how do I want to trigger that? Guess I can do another lever trap, huh? Mechanisms, lever. You know what, I'll set it up here. Yes, this is a pretty generic stockpile. I'll just have like this here. It's just food ingredients, so nope. Meat, fish, eggs, sure, plants, cheese, leaves, flour, fat. Let's see. Yeah, surplus ingredients can just go in there then. I do want to build some stairs to go back up through these holes in the ground. Kind of see where the water is. This is a very strange aquifer. Wall. Yeah, this one also. Oh, I think this whole thing is just some huge vertical aquifer. Right? Yeah. This is a bizarre aquifer. Yeah, if I see water come out in this corner here, then I know it's also diagonal, but I'm pretty sure that got it there. Now then, you. Nope. Switch. Link. Link to this bridge. Now, because I do have animal training, let's try that out. This is going to be animal trainers. Because I have... There we go. 2 novices and an adequate animal trainer. I'm out of cage traps. Does that mean... I don't know. Should probably chop down some more of these fungal trees. Cave spider. At least he's not like a giant cave spider, he's more of just a pest cave spider. The giant mole is fighting. Oh! He chopped the tree down and it landed on the mole. Yep, so yep, right rear leg is bruised because of that. I'm surprised I don't have enough cage traps, huh? Guess I should have a stockpile for the small ones then. I do have, but maybe I just need to have this guy make more. Oh, this has... Yeah, you don't want any of those. There we go. So that's a troll and a gorlak. So if I go work orders, wooden cage. Just say empty cages. If empty cages are less than, say, 3. If you are less than 3, then make, say, 3. That way I maintain about 5 spare empty cages. Because we caught a gorlak. I don't think those guys are too hostile. They're kind of like a neutral thingy of sorts. How did you get in, Mr. Mole? Must have came through the door. Oh, just chased off my animal. Guess I should put a cage trap. Like here. And you know what? They just keep dropping their freaking weapon. Don't drop your weapon. Come on. Yeah, I can tell my miners aren't complying with this. Yeah, fine. Go get your pickaxes. I can probably go and load up the other miners into this squad, actually. There you go. I guess we'll eventually figure out what to do with that thing. So I'd rather they not like have to melee it with by hand. So it's just wandering around my caves. There we go. Caught it. So yeah, we have a Draltha, a male, female troll, and a Gorlak. Now I gotta figure out what to do with this damp stone. Yeah, this one. Oh yeah, this is starting to flood pretty fast. Unpause. I'm hoping that's going to stop the water from leaking around there. And I think that's a piece of aquifer, isn't it? Yeah, I think there's some aquifer over here too. Nope, not stairs. Wall. Lots of different types of blocks. Saving. It's pretty good. I haven't crashed yet. If I clicked while I'm doing the autosave, I'd probably crash it, but... Ugh. Well, let's just dig that out. I'm curious. Just get rid of it. I think now I need to just build some wall here. That's a 3. Let's dig around there just to widen it. Diorite, Orthalcos. Let's just do a little bit of digging, spread that water around. I think I keep catching stuff because people keep going out here. But then again, they probably also want the wood. So let's see. Yeah, definitely lots of wood. I've got plenty. Should I set up a wood burner? I'm thinking so. Workshop furnace. Let's get a wood furnace. Lots of empty bins. I'm starting to think where to put my residential area, because that's what I need to work on next. Just have to worry about all this aquifer stuff. I remember there was a design I was looking at doing for residential stuff. I think I might look that up again quick. Was it? Yeah. So the way it worked was like you'd have square, 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 square. Except, that's right, that metal one. Ooh, kind of messed up there. Dug straight through. That was supposed to be a staircase. Oh well, I can always just build a staircase. Oop, nope, nope, hey. There we go. Better. Oh, that's an artifact. So who do we have? The militia commander. Alright, what do you have for skills? You are a... Yeah, you're probably not going to come up with anything too fancy. Probably just going to grab a... Yep. Oh, went to the masonry. Droth a bone. That's a big stack of Droth bones too. Chert, Droth bone. Weaponsmith was fighting something. Oh, a stray dog attacked him. Let's see, how much stuff? Holy crap, troglodytes. That's a lot of troglodytes. Holy crap. Now we got a peregrine falcon, a giant mole, troglodytes. Oh yeah, we have so many troglodytes. Now the tricky part about using cages is sometimes when you try to haul them, if you don't do it right, they'll haul the cage and not the creature inside, and so then the creature inside gets out and starts attacking them. So I've had really bad luck trying to get cages hauled. So that's why I'm always a little unsure of what to do with all this stuff. All these troglodytes. I just came migrating through the caves and I captured them all. They make good selling, but that's assuming that when you're hauling them to the trade depot, you don't also just only trade the bring the cage. It says there's a little bit of water left here, but that's actually pretty good overall. But yeah, the idea with the housing here that I'm going for is you're basically gonna put a door in each corner spot, right? So like a door here. These are very minimalist bedrooms, right? Very little space. They're not going to be the highest quality bedrooms, but oh well. They are the bare minimum size for giving everybody all of the furniture and stuff that they want. So because they'll have a spot for their cabinet, they'll have a spot for their chest or coffer. So let's just start building beds. Now I should also get the work order set up for the coffers. So rock coffer, and then rock cabinet. There we go. empty rock coffers, I guess. So yeah, if I have less than 10, we should make that less than 11. Then let's just make 5. That way I keep out 15. And I'll do something similar with this one. Cabinets. Less than 11. Make 5. So yeah, then you'll just have the very basics all shoved into here. They won't quite be as happy, but oh well. And I can mine some stairs out of here too, so let's just do that. I'm not sure what the water is going to be like. Sure, let's do one high, a little higher there. You can make more compact housing areas, but with this I'm just going for something that looks a little fancier while still being cheap. So I figure I'll try this out. Do something a little different than what I usually do, which is those big like block areas. I think I messed that up, didn't I? Yep. I am certainly mining fast, but that's what happens when you get 4 miners. 2 immigrate right away. That's a lot of miners. But I will take it. It does mean that I'm behind on things like furniture production and crafts. Now you can blueprint some of this stuff, which I've been tempted to do, but we'll see. We'll see how much I like this design. I definitely have iron. I have lots of iron ore, limonite and hematite and magnetite, so Well, yeah, let's get this set up. I want charcoal. Let's not burn off all the charcoal, or all the logs making charcoal. And so if refined coal is less than, say, 30, then make 10. Actually, just make 5. There we go. Nope, migrant wave. Now this guy. Okay, so he needs bones, he needs rock. I think he needs more bones. I might be able to. I don't think I can. Can I butcher the caged stuff? No. Would be nice, but do I have any animals I don't really care for? The donkey, sure. I probably need bones. I'll probably keep the yaks just because I'll be able to shear them and milk them. And do I want the horse as well? Now let's see. Because I need to get that guy's needs met fast. Oh, no fortress. Or no migrants. Okay. So let's see. Did he get his... Okay, so he has begun it. He just needed more bones. Okay. That was a lot of bones. But let's see. Yeah, no doors. Probably lots of beds. Oh yeah, he is just burning through the beds now. Let's go. Beds for everybody. I mean, they're all really happy considering I haven't given them proper bedrooms. They've just been living in a cramped dorm that they've just been rotating sleep in. Let's go multi. Chert great nights, I guess. There we go. So now, yeah, sure, let's just start giving beds out. I've heard that it happens automatically, but I've yet to see any automated bedroom distribution, so... Who's fighting? The dog? Dog's fighting the honey badger. Oh, dog is fighting the dog. Okay. The dogs are fighting here. Stop fighting dogs. Process plants to beg. Nice. Thinking on that, I want a very specific storage for think it's fruits, leaves, yeah. Where? No! I deselected it. Food. Leaf. Query bush leaf. There we go. Should I do flowers? Maybe I'll do flowers. Alright. Dyes, though. Let's just not put dyes in here. I think for this one, then I would want to disable. There we go. There we go. That way we'll try to use up our query bush leaves as much as possible. I think at this point, I would normally do a rush for the mining at this point because I'm pretty safe. I've got my food, got my drinks. Let's see, what's my cook like, or at least what's his skills? He's a talented brewer and a talented cook so far. I should actually... Oh yeah, he is set to that. Good. I think everybody is dabbling in mechanics because they've been resetting the traps. Just keep catching lots of random things. But yeah, at this point I'd start digging harder for the magma layer. And then I can really get my industry going. But I think I'll call that for the stream here, 3-hour stream. And of course, for anybody who stuck through it, Merry Christmas.